Namaste. It's Kala. Hope you're having a blessed day. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here. So the topic today is meditation. It's going to be 5 minutes only. I'm doing it backwards is that hopefully you'll come back and practice with the video for 5 minutes. You can do it every day or a couple times a week. And so I'm putting the meditation right at the beginning so you can hit play, set yourself up, and do the practice. Okay, so more explanation comes after we do it. To begin our practice today, you'll always want to be sitting with a straight spine. And so you can either be sitting on a chair, a straight back chair. You want to have your feet flat on the floor, your feet right under your knees, and thighs hopefully parallel to the floor. Okay? And really plant your feet firmly. And so it's perfectly fine to meditate in a chair. You do not have to sit cross-legged, though that is the other option. Okay? So you can sit cross-legged. Cross-legged just means sit on a cushion, take one of your sofa cushions or pillow, and make it about 6 inches in height or even higher, and just sit with the buttocks on that and just cross your ankles. Okay? I'll put an image for that. Or sit up straight in a chair. Now, this is actually a pre-meditation practice right here. We're going to do a simple body scan. So bring your awareness now to your feet, whether they're on the floor flat or whether you're sitting cross-legged. Travel through each part of your body with me. Sense your feet, your ankles, calf muscles, the knees. Try to feel any sensation, warmth or coolness, pulsing, tingling. Anything that there is, let that be okay. Knees and thighs. So you're feeling from the inside of your body. You're sensing and feeling what's happening. Up to the hips, pelvis, belly. Take a breath in. The buttocks and the lower back. Moving your awareness through. Now up to the chest and shoulders. Breath in and out. Swing around to the mid-back and the upper back. Breath in, breath out. Now feel your hands wherever they are. Feel the contact of your hands. Feeling the fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, lower arms. Back up to the shoulders again through the neck and throat, sensing. And finally, travel through the face. Feel the jaw, mouth, eyes, forehead, and even now your scalp, back of the head and scalp. Feel your whole body. Allow the breath to come in naturally, effortlessly, noticing your breath. The breath coming in and out. Wherever you notice the breath most strongly, perhaps at the abdomen, at the belly, or at the base of the nostrils, by the upper lip. You might feel sensations there. Wherever you feel the breath most strongly, we'll stay there for this practice. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, body at ease. Keeping your awareness where you feel the breath most clearly. Add a simple label now. In as you inhale, and out as you exhale. Or you can use rising, As you inhale, if you're noticing at the belly, rising. As you exhale, you could note falling. This is all done very quietly, silently to yourself, either saying in and out, or rising and falling. Not changing the breath in any way, just allowing it to find its own natural ease. If the mind wanders off or a thought arises, gently bring yourself back to your breath without any disappointment or any judgment. Simply shift the mind back to the sensations of the breath. Letting any sounds that you hear in your environment, just noticing, allowing them to simply be. They arise, and then they change, or they may disappear. Just letting the sounds be there. They may be soft, or they may be loud, but stay anchored in your breath. Stay anchored in your own body, feeling grounded there. So you notice the subtle sensations. Using your label for each breath, quiet note in and down. Each time the mind wanders off, gently bring it back to the home position. That home is with the breath. Feeling that ease. Nothing for you to do, nothing to change, nothing to accomplish. Preparing now to transition, take a deep breath in and out. Opening the eyes, blink a few times, stretch the arms up, reach the arms up, stretch. You could interlace the fingers, turn the palms up to the ceiling, deep breath in, and exhale. Stretch in any way that feels good. So that was about 5 minutes of practice. Yay! So you did your 5 minutes of meditation, and if it was the first time for you trying to meditate, I hope that it was a positive experience. I've done up to 6 weeks. It was a little short of 6 weeks. I got there late. And of silent meditation retreats. And maybe I'll say more about that in a video if anybody's in. But a lot of experience with it, and my background also is as a yoga teacher. The benefits of mindfulness meditation have been scientifically studied. I will write more in a blog post connected to this video. And what these studies have shown for this practice of meditation is they have used it with people who suffer from chronic pain, pain that the drugs aren't able to help, where they help somewhat and people are obviously still in pain, they have used this type of meditation with them. They're obviously trained in it and practice it over about 6 to 8 weeks. It has been a godsend for people having pain. So that's just one, pain management. Now, a lot of us in the Black community have higher levels, let me shift around here, higher levels of stress. And one of the indicators of that is high blood pressure. Scientists are thinking that high blood pressure may actually be a good indicator to use to see if people are happy. Because what they found is when they've done studies on happiness, it correlates with whether or not that nation, the percentage of high blood pressure, believe it or not. So there's some sort of correlation between if somebody suffers from high blood pressure and if groups do, in how happy they report that they are. And so mindfulness meditation has effects calming the mind, lowering the level of stress, and therefore can also affect that and have an impact in terms of high blood pressure. Okay, so of course I'm never recommending stopping any medication. This can be a wonderful adjunct too, okay, a helpful adjunct. So it's lower levels of stress have been reported by people in studies. A lot of physical disorders improve, and okay, and really what it's about, it is a non-religious practice. I am coming out of actually the Buddhist tradition, but what we're doing here is you're just noticing your breath, and it expands out to your thoughts, your feelings, and basically what is happening right now. That's what meditation is about. And so mindfulness is now, the biggest thing in psychotherapy. Psychotherapists are using it to help and incorporating it into their practice. And so they're a big part of the movement. Try it if you have any reservations. It doesn't change you into, now you're following a different religion. And the best analogy I have for that is, if you go to an Italian restaurant or a Chinese restaurant, do you come out Chinese when you've had Chinese food and you love it and you eat it, which I used to eat Chinese food too much many years ago, you're still who you are. So if you have any fears, and I know that can be an issue for some in our community, it's very much about just being aware of the present moment. So it is a-religious in its nature, and I hope that you will try it. It can, of course, go off into different religions if you choose. Just give you some superficial benefits that I've noticed, because it is kind of superficial. But when I first began meditating in college, and it was with some Zen monks, and what I noticed about the monks first, I'm embarrassed to tell, is that their skin, they were glowing. They were Japanese monks, but their skin had, you know what I mean. Some people, it was like a glow. It was a glow to it, really, that was clearly internal. He wasn't using any anti-aging creams. He's a monk. Okay. And there were two of them. And so I just noticed that, wow, after walking out of the meditation, okay, and it was, it was like in a suburban area. And so there were plants and trees around on the college campus. And I walked out, and it was as if somebody had brightened my vision. Okay, I'm not making this up. It was amazing. You walk out, and the what I'm trying to say is, like, the trees and the plants, the green was brighter. The colors were, it wasn't psychedelic. It wasn't like I was, on a psychedelic trip. But everything was clearer, sharper, crisper. It was amazing. Whenever I have not slept as much as I need, I will actually still wake up early and I'll meditate, and I get through the day better that way than if I actually even slept an hour more. As I said, go to my blog, which is A Box of Chocolate for the Soul. I'll have a post that will give you, I'll give an overview on meditation. Also, recommend some books as well, and I'll also, so there'll be lots of links. So do go to my blog, and I hope you subscribe there. And to follow up with this video, what I've decided to do is make similar videos where I just make the time longer. So this was 5 minutes at the beginning, and I urge you to come back and practice it. Doing it once is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. So it's with regular practice. Like if you wanted to learn how to play tennis, like Venus Williams, for example, you're going to need to practice, right? You do it a couple times, it's really hard, you're like, oh God, you pull a muscle, you're like, oh, you're not going to get good. So you have to practice. It's really, really the key. So what I'm going to do is make a 10 minutes and probably a 15 or 20 minute one, just guiding you through. Okay? So look for those. And it's been such a pleasure, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video. And any comments, I will do my best to answer them. I guess that's it. Keep it natural.